What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kind of Beats. So we're gonna continue with the mixing and mastering of the session now. We're in part 5. Let me just show you a little before and after, and then we'll get into the previous session where I go through everything. So before, the song sounded like this. After, it sounds like this. Yeah, so it's a big change. The song was given by Dara, great guy, and he's a patron and he's supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel too, then please go over to my Patreon page. It would really be nice, and there's some nice rewards as well, so we can hang out and do things like that. Anyway, take care, enjoy the session, and let's go to the session. Yay! Anyway, I've gone ahead and I mixed the whole track, so including the vocals and going back over everything. There's just so many little nuisances that I had to fix them. So, for instance, vocals by themselves are extremely cut. I don't know what is wrong with, like, what happened, but there's some processing that happened on these vocals that they sound like this. Hey now. Hey now. Like that. Hey now. Hey now. So the only way I can fix something like that is just splashing over reverb. So I put Nectar 2 on it. Hey now. Without the reverb. Hey now. Then you keep that. Hey now. So yeah, there's massive amounts of reverb to kind of get rid of that because I don't like that sound. Then we have a harmony button, which is really cool. Where we have an octave up and an octave down. Sounds like this. By itself, it sounds insane, but in this genre, I think it's okay to add that in. Then on the EQ, just lots of top end because it's nice, and there's no S's. It's just some woman saying, "Hey now." Hi now. Hi. Sorry. Let me just. So some woman saying "hey now" the whole time, and yeah, there's no like actual vocals. And then we have the backing vocals as well, which have massive spikes in volume. So when you have massive spikes in volume, you use a compressor. So the only thing I did is just I compressed the living snot out of it. So yeah, that's easy. There's also no actual attack and release setting. It's just compressor, which is really nice. Then there's a little bit of reverb on there as well to also, again, get rid of the that was in there as well. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's there either. Then we have something called digital shit. And for that, the only thing I did was nothing. There's actually nothing on here, so it's just the same. I just kind of left that there, and then it has a little bit of reverb there. So that's what happened with the vocals. Really nothing special, because the vocals weren't really something, you know, to write home about, because they're just somebody saying "hey now." And then we have the pianos, which I left completely alone because I love the sound of these pianos. It's so processed. So basically, if we go from this setting. Epic. Like, they're fucked again. I don't know what it is. Like, they're going like... But, oh yeah, I use an EQ8. But yeah, I kind of like the piano, so I left the piano alone, except for putting an EQ on it. That's that. And then there's risers. Usual risers. So you need risers, obviously. And then I got rid of the white noise. I never really actually used that, so I'm just gonna delete that to begin with. And for the rest, I used the room instead. every single time I needed the room instead, it basically raises the volume of the whole track. So I automated the volume so that in the beginning it's there. So it goes like this. We're gonna turn it on and off when it hits, but listen to the volume difference. So it's just that little bit of extra juice that was already there. And then I put that volume up with 3 dB for the actual drop to get it even fatter there. So it's just a dirty backroom alleyway that Dara provided for us, that dirty bastard. And then on top of all this, we have... My cat's trying to open up the studio door. On top of all this, we have this automation as well. So I automate a lot. I automated EQ 8 because I got annoyed with the EQ from Neutron. So this one, I added a 1.86 dB for the low end so that the kick may seem louder. Basically, I want this this part of the drop, I want this to be the part where you go like, you know, and this whole part before is just a massive, I can't believe, a 5-minute introduction to the actual drop itself. So yeah. There we go. That's that. But after 5 minutes, you are rewarded with a little bit more juice. Then all the way at the end, I added this. So we're here now. And this is a fade to gray. Basically, the song had no ending. So, I was thinking a fade to gray knob is really, really nice instead of just cutting it in one go like this. And fade to gray, I used to use this when I did DJing for fashion shows. And it was the handiest little tool. So if like the girl would drop or something, you would have the fade to gray to kind of end the scene and or bring it back. So it goes, you know, it was really cool. So it's fade to gray. It's just a simple little knob there. Anyway, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to automate. Well, we're first going to put in some harmonic compression. See, should we do that? Give me a second. Let's have a think. Okay, so harmonic compressor, are we going to do that? I don't think we need it, so we're going to forget about it. What we're going to do now instead is we're going to put in compression on the overall with Neutron. Here we go. And we just need... Oh, maybe... Oh, we can do compression and excitement. Ooh. I kind of like that. So let's... Let's put the compressor on here first, on the master channel. Set that up first, and let's go to the main drop. Or should we do it here? Let's do it here because we have lots of instruments going on. It's a little bit too much. Let's do it here because it's less instruments. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to set the compressor exactly the same way as we did before. The ratio I'm going to keep it 2:1. And I'm gonna go insane with the compression just so that I can hear what I'm doing. And what I want to do is I really want to make sure that the low end is kind of left alone, but I'm going to have to check the low end. I want to compress the snot out of it and set the attack time so that it will give the impression that we're gonna make. Let's see, should we make a ticky track? Ticky track is like like you just get the click of the kick? Or should we make a hard track? Let's see. Okay, so that's way over compressed, by the way. So now we're gonna, now with this 52 and 11.5 milliseconds, we can control the amount of attack for this track. Let's just put the threshold up a little bit. So this is basically, this threshold is now going to, I cannot look at this. This threshold is now going to decide how much attack is in the track. And with the side knob here, I can control how much of the low end stays in. Okay, now let's put some gain back up. So we're getting a constant reduction of about, I think that's -2. Let's look over here. Reduction of about -1 dB. So let's just put in -1. Oh my god, how does this work? 1. Turn it on and off. And see if we can notice a nice difference. Yes. Okay, cool. I'll leave that the way it is. Because it's definitely like thick, smacking you in the face. So that's good. That's what we need. We need a thick sausage track at the end, smacking you in the face. I don't know. We don't need an equalizer right now because it's already sounds pretty good. Let's use an exciter instead. I'm not really sure if I should put the exciter before the compressor or after the compressor. I'm just gonna put it in to see what we can do. Full, defined, or clear? No clue. I don't know yet. Okay, and we have this as well. Do we have a learn button? Yes, we do. Oh my god. Okay, so let's use the learn button and it will learn where the low end and the top end is. Great. Let's get more top end. Ooh, that's nice. Alright, that just sounds good, so I'm not gonna fiddle around with this. That just sounds good, the way that is. That is really nice. Okay, let's just Command K this so we have a before and after knob somewhere. No, let's put that on a different key. Did I use 3 yet? Did I use 5? Let's, oh man, let's use Q. Maybe a bit too much compression there, so let's just back off on this. Yeah, so the drums are coming through way too much because of the compression that we're having, but the compression is also making that super fat sound. To combat this, I always have a harmonic compression where shit just goes into that. So basically everything that's harmonics. Now, I normally use a CLA 76 for this because it also distorts the sound a little bit. So let's use a equalizer. No, let's use a let's use this. And let's just smack it down. You know, we'll leave the standard setting, a little bit faster release here. And let's put a really high ratio of like 10 to 1. Smack it down. Volume back up. All right. Now let's just drop in everything that is harmonics. So we're going to put the low end full wet into this E. And also the harmonics full wet into E. Vocals full wet. Now we're going to have to re-fucking do everything again. Anyway, then we take this one and we're going to slowly balance it in. And we're going to listen for how it sounds with the compressor here. All right, now let's look at this compressor for a second. And nobody's going to compress something like this, so let's just do this. Get some distortion with this fast release. I mean, nobody's going to be listening to the compressor by itself in solo. It's going to be in conjunction with the track. But I can imagine what kind of sound I want out of it. So the sound I want out of it is a little bit of distortion. And we can make it more attacky, by the way. All right, so now we have a more attacky sound out of the harmonics. That's going to also affect everything, basically, that we chucked into it. Make it a harmonic color. See if that works. Not really sure yet. Sounds really, really nice. So I'm happy with that. So let's just press Q for a second to see if we're doing a good job or not. Because it's always good to double check these things. Good. All right. Solved. Let's move on. The compressor's already done. The exciter's already done. That's great. Wait, that's actually pretty much it, isn't it? Because that's the two-bus. Okay, well, never mind. So that's it for today's session. Join me for the next session where we're going to be going through the master with Ozone 8. And right now, I think... yeah, I'm just gonna double check if everything works still with the vocals and the harmonics here. And do some more automation so that the whole track fits together. But that's just, you know, clicking 1 dB, 2 dB on and off here and there. So it's not much of a big deal. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Take care and peace out.